And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this evening's edition of Biz Talks. My name is Fred Holmes. I'm an independent distributor with ZG International. It's always a privilege to be able to host this particular broadcast. Want to do a very special welcome to those of you that are invited guests this evening. You're really the reason that we do these Thursday evening broadcasts. Somebody that, perhaps, a coworker, maybe a family member has been sharing with you the Zija products. Maybe you're one of our customers. Perhaps, a friend or a business associate has been talking to you about the opportunities to create additional income from home, to be able to, create what we call Life Unlimited here in Zija International. And you're really who the information is for this evening. So a warm welcome to all of you that are invited guests. And then also those of you that are brand new distributors. This is one of the tools that we provide the organization to be able to get out the information about the natural health revolution and what's happening with Zija International today. And this is a very special broadcast because this is the very first Thursday evening Biz Talks following our annual convention that was held this year in Orlando, Florida, where we launched what we are calling Zija 2.0. It's the next evolution of a company that is destined to become a billion-dollar legacy company in the industry. And so this evening, what we're going to do is we're going to share with you a little bit about our company, the company story. We're going to share with you a little bit about our products, a little bit about the potential of an opportunity to create income from home, leveraging your time, working it around your life, not making this the job that most people have, which, let's face it, in today's world, the job comes first and we have to wrap the rest of our life around the job. More importantly, this evening, I'm going to give you an opportunity to meet one of our up-and-coming rising stars in Zija International, Janette Robinson. Outside of the fact that she's one of my favorite people in Zija. I mean, I've never seen Janet or spoken with her where she wasn't happy and had a smile on her face, and you're going to start to understand why when you hear her story. She has literally been able to go from a scenario working, the 60, 70 hours a week in corporate America and realizing that for the money, she was sacrificing her life. And she was able to transition into becoming a stay-at-home mom and wife, a professional in network marketing, has been very successful, and now is part of the Zija International family. So let me go ahead and give you a little overview of who we are and what we're doing. In today's world, I think most people would be interested in having a way to create additional income. Something that did not require, the 9 to 5 or, another job on top of the 40 or 50-hour week job. And in today's world, the network marketing profession has been for many, many people that opportunity to create that secondary income stream or to be able to, move beyond, an average income. And for many people, it's been a way to create a full-time business, but working it from home, being able to do so in an environment of your choosing. Zija International, we are a company that has literally, in a very short period of time, surpassed all but 1% of the companies in network marketing that have ever existed. We've been in business just over 10 years now. We've done over $1 billion in cumulative sales. But more importantly than already hitting that top 1% of companies that have ever come down the pike, our leadership represents the most experienced and successful company owners that have ever been involved in network marketing. Zija International is owned by a gentleman by the name of Ken Brailsford. Now, many of you will not recognize Ken's name, but you already know who he is. Ken is known as the father of encapsulation. He was the first person to commercially put medicinal herbs into the little gel caps we're all familiar with today, and to make it easier for the average person to consume the health benefits of medicinal herbs. Ken launched his very first company in the early 70s, Nature's Sunshine. Some of you will recognize that company's name. They've been in business well over 40 years. They've done billions in sales, and they continue to be part of that, incredibly successful group of maybe about 24 companies that have become legacy companies in network marketing. Ken went on in the 80s to develop his second company. The second company, Enrich International, now under the name of Unicity, again, over 30 years in business, billions in sales, part of that group of about 24, maybe 30 companies in the history of network marketing that have gone on to be long-term, multi-decade, multi-billion-dollar opportunities. Now, Ken had come out of retirement several years ago for this opportunity. Zege International was founded 13 years ago with a single product, the Moringa oleifera drink. We were the first people to bring Moringa oleifera commercially to the marketplace, and we're still known as the Moringa Company because today, even though the Moringa oleifera tree was recognized in a number of areas this year as the superfood for 2018, we were the first people to bring it to market. We are still the single largest grower, importer, and producer of Moringa oleifera products. We launched our company with our original Moringa drink with all the nutrient benefits of the Moringa oleifera tree. This single product, literally today, there are hundreds and hundreds of Western double peer-reviewed studies, double-blind peer-reviewed studies attesting to the incredible benefits of this botanical. Complete nutrition, 46 antioxidants, 36 anti-inflammatories, all of the omegas, 3, 6, and 9, all of the essential amino acids, including the ones the body has to produce itself. We can't source from our food. And what's really exciting about it is done naturally with a single botanical. So it's the way nature designed it. Everything is in balance. And when you hear the stories of people's results on our products, quite frankly, in many cases, they're nothing less than miraculous. Now, add to that the science that Zege International brings to this. We control every single aspect of the production of our products, from the plantations that our raw materials are grown in, our own pharmaceutical grade manufacturing facility. Frankly, that in and of itself attests to the quality and purity of our products. I know of no other company that's in the nutritional supplementation market space that produces their products to pharmaceutical grade quality. Today, we have an infrastructure that's completely owned, self-owned, and we could produce well over $1 billion in annual sales of our products without literally changing a thing. I mean, we have that level of infrastructure, yet we're just a very small percentage of that. In the last several years, we have been in development of Zege International to create a platform to launch us from, today, $150 million a year company, something like that, to $1 billion a year in sales. And part of that development has been the infrastructure, the manufacturing, shipping, order taking, and so on. Part of it has been the expansion of our product lines. We have today our core nutritional product lines, which includes several different varieties of our Moringa drink. We have an all-natural healthy weight management system. Personally, I've lost over 35 pounds since I've been with Zege International, and in my mid-60s, I weigh what I did in my early 20s, and have been able to do that naturally and keep that weight off. We've expanded into the world's only all-natural healthy sports nutrition line. In today's world, lots of people are getting involved in different kinds of activities, sports activities, gym, spin class, what have you. But if you look at the kinds of products that are being marketed as healthy sports nutrition, they're just filled with, artificial colorants, sweeteners, soy-based proteins. We have, bar none, the finest line of sports nutrition products available in the market space. We've expanded into personal care products, skin care products, all of the things that people use on a daily basis, and the things that people are looking for. Everybody today is looking for clean products, green products, whether it be skin care, hair care, body care, all of the products that people purchase on a daily basis. We're offering them comparably priced, clean, healthy products. we expanded into our line of essential oils. And unlike that, the products that are in that market space, science-based. We're the only company in the essential oil market space that provides clinical grade quality essential oils direct to the consumer. So when you combine the experience, literally decades of experience of Ken Brailsford, recognize that because of who he has surrounded himself with a corporate team that is, it's the dream team of network marketing companies. Add to that products that meet recognized needs that really work, and the line has been expanded to literally be something for every single person out there. Add to that the timing being literally ahead of the growth curve. These things are what creates a tremendous opportunity for those of us that are getting started with ZJ International today. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to bring over Janette Robinson. Janet, get prepared here. I'm going to bring you over to this side of the webinar. Janette Robinson, I shared a little bit about her story with you. Janet, hello, Janet. Let me unmute you. You're looking lovely this evening, my dear.
Well, thank you.
If I would have known you were going to be looking so nice, I would have. Well, I am dressed up. I got my work shirt on, right?
Actually, I was thinking if you were going to look like that, I should have worn my "This Girl Loves ZJ" shirt.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, because I love that shirt. Folks, let me just do a quick introduction here. Janette Robinson. She is one of our rising stars in ZJ International. She's become a gold rank distributor with us. She's in qualification for our new lifestyle bonus. The lifestyle bonus, just so you can get a little feel for that, adds an extra $5,000 to $10,000 a year over and above all the other commissions earned as a little extra perk to, drive a little nicer car, go on a little nicer vacation. So excited about that for you, Janet. But I asked Janet to join us this evening because her story is something that we're starting to see within ZJ International today. While we've been kind of, I call it the best kept secret in network marketing for the last several years, we're starting to attract the industry's who's who, the top performers in the industry that are looking for a legacy company in the making, so you can be part of the growth in the creation of a legacy company. Janet, maybe we can start out tonight. You can share a little bit about, what you were doing, who were you before you were introduced to network marketing?
So, who am I? Who was I? What did I do? By trade, I'm an information systems engineer. I spent 17 and a half years in the corporate world. My husband was traveling internationally. He has the same skill set, same background, same career. But he was traveling internationally. I was working 60 plus hours a week. And at the time, we had a small child who was spending the better part of his day with somebody other than myself. And something had to change. We were a two-income family, and we had to look to make a change. And so I had dabbled in network marketing in 1983, and, I understood that I liked what it could produce. Let me put it to you that way. So in 1986, my son was having some health issues. I found a company. 2 years later, I stepped away from my 17 and a half year career. And so here I am today, still in the industry.
And that story in of itself can be so inspirational to so many families, because today, let's face it, most young couples have to have two jobs to support themselves and one kid or two kids. And just like you said, people are having their children raised by somebody else because they need to have the jobs. And to know that you can actually start a home-based business on a part-time basis and be able to create a replacement level of income, that's a godsend to a lot of people. Now, I know you became very, very successful with another company. I believe you were with that previous company something like close to 20 years, was it?
Yes, I spent 20 years there, built a very successful diamond distributorship. They bought us 4 cars, lifestyle bonuses, many trips. So when things went south there, I had some soul searching to do. And I knew my skill set as an IT professional were sorely dilapidated. I had been gone a very long time, 20 years. Well, 20 months is a long time in the IT industry, right? So I was looking, and Reed Nelson, who I knew for many, many years from the other company, sent me product to try and, share with me the vision he had and the vision of the company. And it was in alignment with my morals and ethics. And those things are very important to me. And so here I am.
It's interesting because I had a conversation earlier today with a young man, and I used this phrase: the character of the kingdom emanates from the king. And the more we get a chance to meet people and visit with them and ask them what was it about Zija that attracted them, more often than not, the story is what you said. Okay, it's Reed Nelson is also part of the team. I've spent a lot of time with him and Yvonne, and he was very quickly to say it. Really, the first thing he looked at wasn't the product, the pay plan, the timing, all the things that people think are important, because the character of the kingdom emanates from the king. What he was attracted to was the man, Ken Brailsford. And if you think about it, if the captain at the helm of the ship isn't the right guy, the ship isn't going to get where you want to go. Same thing with me. I was attracted to this company for one reason only. I would have passed on it had I not heard that it was a Ken Brailsford company. So always people ask, and especially those people that have not really been involved in our business or in our industry of network marketing, or maybe they've dabbled in it but never seen great success. Maybe you can share with the folks a little bit about, the game plan when you got started. Here's the advantage you had. You were already very successful. Diamond distributorship in a previous company, 20 years. I know there were ethical considerations there that caused you to need to leave. So you had the advantage of knowing what to do when you started. Could you maybe give, a few, maybe 2 or 3 little tips on what you would recommend that somebody do to get off to a fast start, establish their business, and start developing from a part-time business a full-time income?
Yeah, and I love that, because I did bring that skill set and those years of experience to the table, but I had never built a binary, so it was very different. So what I would say to somebody that's new, that's looking at this, number one, know that you can do this. That hands down, you can do this. The support on this team is second to none. And there are people that when you don't know the answer, then we're here to hold your hand. We're here to lift you up, and we're here to walk you through every step of the way. The changes that just came forth are tremendous, because it allows each of us to become successful a whole lot quicker. It shortens our learning curve. Because things will start moving rapidly. But just be a student of Zija. Know that everything that's in place is in place for us to spread our wings and soar as high as we care to soar. Be yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. You are who you are. Bring your authenticity to the table. People love that. People see your heart. And go out and share, because what we have right now, I'm going to tell you something. Fred, if you had just this awesome stock tip, like this insider trading tip, and you didn't call me up and say, do I have a deal for you? I've got this inside trader tip. And then I found out about it. And then you were off living life unlimited, surfing, taking mom to the beach. I would be I'd be hurt. I would feel like we weren't really as good of friends as what I thought to begin with. But if you came to me and said, you know what? I have something that could change both of our lives. And I'm just going to ask you for a minute to look at this, because I want you in this with me. I want you to do this with me. And so, just be yourself, be authentic, and know that you've got an inside trader tip.
Geez, Janet, I'm going to ask you to join me on Saturday morning new distributor trainings, because
I love it.
Well, your last 60 to 90 seconds had so many gems in it. Be yourself, be authentic, realize that we've got something that if people knew what was going to happen, they'd want to be a part of it. If people knew what was going to happen to Microsoft stock when it was back at, 59 cents a share, people would have, gotten it. Same thing with Apple and so on. And then, to believe that you can do this, because, and now, your professional network marketing, I had a number of years of a lot of success in network marketing prior to this. But when you look at who today are our rising stars, when I said ZJ International is like the best kept secret, most of our top income earners today, this is their first opportunity. They've never done this before. They think network marketing is this easy.
Yay!
which means it's not, right? Because we've been out there before Zija. Janet, listen, I always appreciate the time I spend with you, because, like I said, you every single time I see you got a smile on your face and a song in your heart. You're one of my favorite people, and I appreciate you taking time this evening to join us on this edition of Biz Talks. And yeah, I'm going to ask you to join me one of these days on a Saturday morning new distributor, because you got a wealth of knowledge that I'd like you to share with everybody.
I'd be happy to help.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to let you go back to the other side. We'll let Janet go back and continue.
Thanks, Fred.
Hey, thank you, my dear. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we've covered quite a bit of information. We've talked a little bit about the leadership of the company, the development of the company over the last several years. The most important thing that you would have wanted to pick up from that conversation is that we have been in development, and specifically the last 12 months, putting together the platform to launch Zija 2.0. And I will tell you, 10, 20, 30 years from now, people will look back to October 2008 as the beginning of Zija International. And if you ever wanted to have an opportunity to be in before the masses, to be able to partake in the development of something significant, to share products that make truly meaningful differences in people's lives, and to create the kind of time freedom and financial security that comes, in my opinion, only from a business like this, the company is Zija International, and the time is now. So in closing, I'm going to do two things. First of all, for those of you that are invited guests, if you have not had a chance to experience our products, or if you're interested in looking more about participating with us in our venture as we grow to the $1 billion a year company we're destined to be, get in touch with the person that asked you to be part of this broadcast. Maybe somebody forwarded the link to the recording. Get a hold of that person. They will be able to get you the additional information you need to make a decision. And make no mistake about it, Janet shared something that was incredibly important. The person that introduced you or asked you to be here tonight, they may be relatively new as well, but they are part of an organization where you will find successful distributors, knowledgeable, who are here to support your efforts, guide you step by step. And then if you're ready to make that decision, to get involved with us, I want to invite you to a special training that's going to happen Saturday morning. This Saturday morning, 10 o'clock Pacific, that's 1 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be hosting a very special new distributor training, which we're going to go over specifically the information that came out of our Orlando conference to get you up to speed and ready to participate in the launch of Zija 2.0. It'll be on this same webinar link, or the person that sent you to the recording, they'll get you involved in that webinar as well. So with that, I'm going to do one last shout out to Janet for joining us. Thank you so much, my dear. It's always a pleasure to have you participate with us. And we'll go ahead and close it out for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you Saturday morning for new distributor training. Take care now. Have a great rest of your evening.